Hey guys, welcome back to JavaScript series. In this video, we're gonna talk about JavaScript environment setup. So basically, I'm just gonna talk about some important software that you might need in this video for following along in this series, not just this video. So yeah, let's get started with this. First thing that you would require is browser, a web browser. So you can use any web browser, Chrome, Firefox, Safari, any web browser. I prefer using Chrome, so if you want you can use that too, but that's what we're going to use in this series. Next thing you need is Node.js. Node.js would help you to execute JavaScript code in server runtime environment. That is basically what we're going to use mostly throughout this tutorial to execute our JavaScript code. As I said, like browser or Node.js both uses JavaScript engine. They just add some specific things on top of that. So we don't really need to care because we are just talking about core JavaScript syntax that would just behave same in browser or Node.js. So it doesn't matter. The next thing which we're gonna need is a code editor. So this is what we're gonna write the code in. So for this I prefer using VS Code. Now let's talk about installing these things. So browser you can go and easily install, I guess, like it should be easy enough, but you can just go and search for it. For example, for Chrome, you can search Chrome download and that would just give you the browser. You can just download it over here. That's I guess that's all you need to do for installing Chrome. Then you would need to install Node.js. Now for Node.js, you can just search for Node.js over here, and then you would find this link. You can just go and click on that, and then you can just find the download button. The download button over here, and then you can download for specific environment, like any environment you want to download for. I prefer using Brew for installing these things, so I can just go to Brew. You can just search for Brew, and that I can just search for Node.js over here, and that basically gives me that. So you can basically use this command to install it, and by the way, you should have homebrew installed before running this. So you can just copy this command, and then you come to any terminal you have. So I'm just gonna go to warp, and I'm just gonna go and run this command over here. So I'm just gonna copy and paste this, and you can see I have the node already installed and it's up to date. But if you don't have node installed, it would automatically install that for you. So yeah, that's how you can just go and install Node.js. And yeah, you can just look at your specific environment. You can just search internet for that. It should be pretty easy, so I don't think I need to tell about this. And then for code editor, as I said, we're just going to use VS Code. So VS Code is the editor I prefer to use, so I would recommend that only because we use some extensions that are available in VS Code. These extensions might be available for your other editors as well, but I'm not that sure about other editors, so I'm just going to use VS Code through this series, and so you can use it if you want to. Otherwise you can use other editors as well, but my recommended choice is VS Code only. So you can download it for your operating system. It's available on Mac, Windows, Linux, everything. So yeah, once you're done with that, now let's talk about some VS Code extensions that would help. So the first extension that we will need is Prettier. So this extension basically helps to format the code. As the name suggests, make your whatever code you write, it's gonna format that code according to some formatting rules, and it's gonna generate a formatted and pretty code. So that's what you have to install. And then you have Coca.js. Coca.js would help you to actually run JavaScript directly. I would like show you what I mean by directly later on, but you should install it. And then you have ESLint. So ESLint is basically for verifying your JavaScript for issues and suggesting you fixes for that. So yeah, basically that's what these tools does. So to install anything, you can just go to VS Code, and they can just go and search open extensions, and here you can search for it. So for example, ESLint, you can search for it, and you would find that, and you can just install this from Microsoft. And then you have Coca.js, so you can install that as well. By the way, Coca.js is freemium, which means there's a paid version of that too. You can purchase it if you want, but it won't be needed for this tutorial, so it just depends on you. If you like it, you can definitely go and get it. But what we're gonna use today Coca.js for would be possible with the free one. Then you have Prettier, so you can just go and install that, and that would basically go and have it on your system. And I think you would need to change your settings to make default format the Prettier. That is something you would need to modify over here. You can see it's already Prettier for me, but it might be different for you, so just make sure that you have that. Okay, and so yeah, that's basically it for the VS Code setup, all the extensions that we might need. There are a lot of more extensions for JavaScript you can install, and they would basically help you accelerate your development. But at least for this tutorial, this is what we need. So yeah, I think that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one.